Welcome to Football Focus, the channel with the most up-to-date news stories. In the meantime, subscribe to the channel and give it a like. Now sit back, make some tea, and we'll get started. The Real Madrid superstar had dislocated his shoulder late into last season and had reportedly planned to undergo surgery after Euro 2024. However, the Three Lions midfielder had been wearing shoulder support throughout and had decided against the invasive treatment as he felt recovered. Ancelotti has now revealed that Bellingham had stopped wearing the support a month ago, but could once again have triggered his injury against Espanyol. Trouble at Bayern. According to Kicker, several Bayern players have expressed concern over the lack of clarity in Kompany's lineup decisions, with some believing that the 38-year-old coach's communication style leaves much to be desired. Kompany reportedly communicated the squad via WhatsApp just a day before the Bundesliga match against Holstein Kiel, which ended in a 6-1 Bayern victory. While the result was positive, the way the players were informed of their playing status reportedly left some feeling anxious. A former Premier League star has been caught with £3,000 worth of drugs stuffed in a sock. Anthony Stokes led Irish police on a 100-mile-per-hour chase, and eventually the former Arsenal player was caught. The court heard that Stokes began abusing alcohol at the age of 16 and switched to hard substances late in his career, which he was heavily consuming at the time of this incident. Stokes had previously been convicted in this jurisdiction in 2013 for assault causing bodily harm, for which he was sentenced to probation and compensation. Stokes was capped 9 times for Ireland and played 22 times in the Premier League for Sunderland, scoring 1 goal. The striker's most successful period came in Scotland, with Stokes winning 8 trophies in 6 years at Celtic between 2010 and 2016. Zaha's season-long loan move was completed just before the end of the transfer window, following a summer of speculation. Now, less than a month later, rumors are emerging that the Ivory Coast international and his family are not adapting well to life in France. According to the Turkish media outlet Haberturk, Zaha's family have struggled to settle in Lyon after moving into a city apartment from their 4-bedroom detached house with a swimming pool in Turkey. Anthony Martial receives hero's welcome from thousands of fans after Man United starlands in Greece and completes AEK Athens' move. Martial and Manchester United decided to part ways following last season as the Frenchman's contract at Old Trafford expired. The forward had been on the lookout for a new club, and after a long wait, he decided to sign with Greek side AEK Athens. Martial's signing has had AEK fans excited, and as such, thousands of fans made their way to the airport to greet their new superstar. Martial has reportedly signed a 3-year-long contract with the Greece Super League leaders, who also signed former Tottenham Hotspur star Eric Lamela earlier this year. Martial will be hoping he can stay injury-free with AEK Athens and return to the levels he showed at the start of his stint at Manchester United. Chiesa signed for Liverpool in the summer from Juventus on a 4-year deal after being told by coach Thiago Motta he was not in his plans for the future. The Italy international made his debut for the club as a substitute in the midweek Champions League win over AC Milan and followed that up by making his first appearance for Liverpool at Anfield on Saturday after coming off the bench in the 3-0 win over Bournemouth. Chiesa faces a battle breaking into the first team due to the presence of Mohamed Salah, Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, Diogo Jota, and Darwin Núñez, but will be targeting a first start after enjoying his first minutes for the Reds. The Italian says it was a relief to play at Anfield on Saturday, particularly as the game ended with a resounding win for the home side. With a little more precision, he'll be unstoppable. The Spanish press highlights Kylian Mbappe's lack of effectiveness. While the Spanish press praised Kylian Mbappe's fine performance, a goal from the penalty spot and an assist in Real Madrid's 4-1 win over Espanyol Barcelona on Saturday, they also highlighted the Frenchman's lack of accuracy in front of goal. While Marca agrees with this analysis, rating the Frenchman's performance an 8, 1 point behind Vinicius. It does have one caveat. Although he remains a constant threat, he needs to improve his shooting. With a little more precision, he'll be unstoppable, points out the Sports Daily, which also dedicates its Bronca column, the equivalent of "We Didn't Like It," to the former PSG striker's ineffectiveness. Mbappe's not hitting the target at the moment. The paper notes clinically, pointing out that the Frenchman only found the net from the penalty spot after hitting the net 11 times during the match. Arsenal star Leah Williamson ruled out of Gunners' huge WSL opener with Manchester City as Lionesses teammate Alessia Russo drops to the bench in surprise team selection. The Lionesses captain was expected to be in contention to start Sunday's match after recovering from a problem that reduced her to the role of a substitute for Wednesday's Champions League qualifying defeat to Häcken. However, when Arsenal's team news was announced on the day of the fixture, she was absent from the squad entirely due to concussion protocol. The Gunners are a little lighter when it comes to senior center-backs this year, due to Amanda Eilstedt announcing her pregnancy in March and just this week giving birth to her first child, Lotte Wubben-Moy, Williamson's England teammate, and Laia Codina, who won the World Cup with Spain last year, were head coach Jonas Eidevall's choice of pairing on Sunday, with Katie Reed, a very talented academy product, the only other player in the squad who is a natural in the position. David Beckham trades Tom Brady for Anne Hathaway. Inter Miami co-owner swaps NFL legend for Hollywood royalty as A-listers watch Lionel Messi in New York to Manchester United, and England legend recently returned to his homeland for London Fashion Week, allowing him to enjoy British-based football action. Beckham headed to St Andrews for the so-called League One Hollywood derby clash between Birmingham and Wrexham. He took up a seat at that match alongside NFL great Brady, who is now an investor at Birmingham. Wrexham co-chairman Rob McElhenney was among the others in attendance. Seven-time Super Bowl winner Brady has also taken in an Inter Miami game during the 2024 season. Beckham has now swapped the American football icon for Hollywood A-lister Hathaway. The Oscar-winning Les Miserables and The Devil Wears Prada actress took her beautiful family to support Miami as they turned out at Yankee Stadium in her hometown of New York. Barcelona goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen was injured in the match against Villarreal. In the 44th minute of the match with Villarreal, 5-1, the German goalkeeper came out of the gate and caught the ball, which flew from the corner of the field. Landing on the lawn, ter Stegen shrieked loudly, signaling to the referee that he had a problem with his right knee. After medical assistance, the goalkeeper left the pitch on a stretcher. According to preliminary information from Catalan Radio RAC1, ter Stegen suffered a torn patella ligament and will miss up to 8 months. Rodri has a suspected serious knee injury. Manchester City midfielder Rodri, who was injured in the match of the 5th round of APL with Arsenal, 2-2, may be out for a long period of time. The player left the field in the 21st minute of "We don't know yet how serious it is," Manchester City head coach Josep Guardiola said. Arsenal players Havertz and Timber have 0% accurate assists in 89 minutes of game time against Manchester City. Havertz has 5 inaccurate passes, while Timber has 6. This is the first such occasion in the history of the APL. Manchester City striker Erling Haaland has reached the mark of 100 goals scored for the English club. The Norwegian scored in the 9th minute of the match of the 5th round of the English Premier League against Arsenal. It took him just 105 matches to do this. The Norwegian equaled Ronaldo's record of achieving such a number of goals. Everton goes to new owners. The Friedkin Group, who own Roma, have reached an agreement with Farhad Moshiri to buy Everton. The American billionaire's company will buy a 94% stake in the club. Serie A news. By scoring against Verona, Duvan Zapata became Serie A's top scorer among current players, sharing the title with Paulo Dybala. He has scored his last 8 Serie A goals with his head. No one in the top 5 leagues in 2024 has more. That's all for today. Share your impressions in the comments. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell to not miss new episodes. Thanks for being with us, and see you soon.